I decided to do something like this dart manipulation where it's got the center front bust dart. So it's got this center front bust dart and then the seam towards the waist. So I've never sewn that dart before, so I thought it would be fun to try it out. So this is my pattern. And I decided not to cut the seam allowance out. So this is my center front fold right here. And I drew a couple of green lines just to help me out. Actually, I drew a few green lines just because this is my first draft and I'm trying to figure out like how that's kind of the point. So because I didn't cut my dart legs out, I went ahead and left my 1/2 inch back off punch hole here at the, so the dart vanishing point is there 5/8 from the apex, and I just punched this 1/2 inch back off point. And then 1/8 of an inch in from the dart legs here, I made a punch hole at the bottom of the dart leg. Then I cut it out and I tried, so I drew the shape of my dart and I tried to pin it, and what I realized is that this dart leg down here is too long because this seam needs to be closed in order for this dart leg to be the right length. So I went ahead and sewed my center front seam. Well, first I had drawn the dart on the bodice, and then when I sewed my center front seam, I sewed it the wrong way. So I had to take it out and re-sew it. I'm just telling you that so that you don't feel bad about yourself whenever you have to take something apart. So now that this seam is sewn, I can pin my dart legs and they're lining up now. So now I'm gonna go sew this dart up. And because I'm doing this in fashion fabric, I went ahead and overlapped and I pressed it because I think I'm gonna try and finish the whole garment. So I'll hem it, I'll overlock it. Maybe not before class, but at some point I'll put a zipper in it. I think I'm gonna finish the neck with bias binding on the inside, so I'll do a bias facing. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the sleeve. I was thinking maybe a short puff sleeve, possibly. And it may turn out really ugly, but it's just about like experimenting and trying some stuff out. And then because the center front is kind of chevroned, I think I'm gonna do the flared skirt with the center front on the bias as well and attach that to it so that I get like this like asterisk kind of shape with the lines. Anyway, I'm gonna go sew this dart and quit talking about my grand plans that may never come to fruition, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's what I got. Looks pretty decent. I don't know which way is easier for you to see. So we'll try it on the dress form and see what it looks like. I also traced off one of my back basic blocks, and I modified a copy of my back basic block to match this because I opened this neck up from the original. I backed it off of the high point shoulder 1 inch. So I did the same on the back, and then I also dropped the back neckline. So I'll go cut that out, sew that to this at the shoulder, and then I'll see how much time I have, because it's not imperative that I finish the neck for this project. But because everything's on the bias, I don't want it to stretch out. So see you in the next video. Happy dart manipulation sewing.